Today's episode, we are going to be shooting the Elite Omnia up against Mathews Phase 4 29. Comment down below which one you think is going to win today's bow battle. Super excited to get these two shooting head to head. And if you want to see which one is going to be a little bit better than the other, go ahead and stay tuned. All right, guys, real quick, I just want to let you know I do have my flag giveaway going to give back to our veterans. Thank you for everybody that has already joined. I have a couple slots left. All you got to do is go to haxenhunt.com, purchase a flag. Each flag is an entry. There are only 300 entries. What you're gonna win is 2 bows of your choice. Literally, you pick it, I buy it, and then I'm gonna donate $5,000 to our veterans to a cause called Wishes for Warriors to get our veterans out and have the opportunity to hunt, do some bow hunting, and get in the outdoors. So head over to haxenhunt.com, get entered, and get in on this giveaway so we can give back to our veterans. And really appreciate your guys' support, and let's get back to it. We're gonna go over the specs of the Elite Omnia really quick. We are looking at a 32-inch axle length bow. We have a 4.5 pound, 4.5 pound bow, bare bow, pretty decent weight there for a 32-inch axle. This bow has the ability to go from 40 pounds up to 70 pounds in draw weight. IBL speed is looking at 347. You've got a 6-inch brace height. Draw length can be adjusted with these same mods from 24.5 to 30 inches. So you've got quite a bit of adjustability with the Elite Omnia, which is really nice. And this retails for $1,199. So there's the Elite Omnia specs. Let's grab that Phase 4 and go over those. All right, so here is the Mathews Phase 4 29. Specs of this bow are 29 inches axle, 4.48 pounds, hair bit lighter, and then you've got 60 to 75 pound increments that you can have this bow shoot in for the draw weight. So not quite as adjustable as that Elite Omnia. Draw weight or draw length, you have 25.5 inches to 30 inches. IBL speed of 340 feet a second. 6-inch brace height, same there. And this retails for $1,299. So you got $100 more for the Mathews Phase 4. Okay, first up to bat is gonna be that Elite Omnia. That balance is pretty good. I feel like balance is pretty good. My finger doesn't really hold the front of that very well. The grip is bare riser grip, very flat, a very flat surface for your hand, which I personally tend to like. Let's draw this thing back, focus on that draw cycle. It is set up at 30 inches and 70 pounds. So let's draw this thing back real quick. Ooh. Actually a really smooth draw cycle. String angle at 30 inches it's decent. I feel like it could be a little bit wider. I mean, it is only 32-inch axle bow. Back wall's a little spongy. Let's draw that thing back again. Smooth draw. Let's focus on that valley. Doesn't dump into the valley, and it doesn't want to take off until you give it enough. Now let's shoot this thing real quick. Ooh, that thing is honestly dead in the hand. Let's shoot it again and see how that feels a second time. I feel like it has an easy first half. That draw gets a little bit harder and then dumps kind of difficult into that back wall. Again, it is 30 inches and typically I'm a 29-inch draw. So an inch extra. I mean, if you got used to it, I feel like it'd be totally fine. No, I'm obviously not used to it. Super dead in the hand, very consistent, and I feel like settles really well. And yeah, so the before shot feels consistent. No hand shock, no jump forward. Honestly, it feels really good. It's just that draw cycle has an easy hump and then gets kind of aggressive and then kind of dumps in that back wall. I feel like if you got used to that draw cycle, you're not gonna be dumping into that back wall as hard as maybe it looked like I was. Overall, that's very enjoyable shooting bow. I do really like that. I want to shoot it a 4th time and see. Yeah, it just settles really nice and stays even, levels out really quick, very easily. So far, I mean, pretty good. I'm curious to see what speeds this is getting out of the chronograph. So I'll shoot my 4 different weighted arrows with this, see what speeds it is producing, and then yeah, compare it to that phase 4. I'm really interested to see how that phase 4 shoots against that, because that's a pretty good shooter. Okay, so here is that phase 4 29. The balance, it's wanting to just freaking go right over to the passenger side there. Balance is decent. That Omnia is definitely quite a bit better balanced. Let's draw this thing back. The grip, I'll just shut up and stop complaining about it. This is 30 inches, just the same, and 70 pounds. The string angle is quite a bit more steep. Like I feel like I'm having to crunch down to see that string to my nose. Shoots. I just couldn't get, I don't know. I didn't feel like I was settled on that. I'm definitely torquing the bow. Oh, you guys can't even see it on camera. I'm definitely like torquing the bow, trying to find where is gonna be consistent, but yeah, I'll just shoot it. It's wanting, like at full draw, I'm here. Just from, I don't know, the way that grip that works on my hand just does not. I know a lot of people don't like that I bag on. I don't bag on the bow itself. It's just that grip, like, and I don't know, maybe people are just so used to it, but I feel like if there was, see if I can show you guys, I'll have to get some B-roll of it too, but there's just this lip right here. If that was just smooth across this entire riser on the shelf, I'd be totally fine, but there's a lip where your thumb hits one spot and then hits the corner of the grip, and I don't know, that's just, maybe it's just me, and maybe I just can't figure out where I'm consistent with it. Super dead in the hand. I feel like it's a little bit quieter than the Omnia. Very similar as far as hand vibration, jump forward. There's none in either one. But this one I feel like is quite a bit quieter. So I'm curious to see the speed it is getting at the 30 inches, 70 pounds up against the Omnia. So we're gonna quickly just jump over to the chronograph. We're gonna shoot them through the chronograph, get the speeds, and really dive deep into which one I would choose, and then also kind of figure out what bow would work best for you. All right, so first one through the chronograph is going to be the Elite Omnia, and we're gonna shoot it first with the 440 grain arrow. Again, this is set up at 70 pounds, 30 inches, and this is a 440 grain arrow. 304 feet a second. Second arrow is a 480 grain arrow. That dropped pretty much, quite a bit, a lot more than I would expect. That one was 288. I wouldn't expect it to drop from 304 to 288. All right, next up is a 500 grain arrow. 282, so not quite as big as a gap as far as the speed goes. Last arrow is a 520 grain arrow. Let's shoot this thing. We are at 278, so anywhere from 278 up to, what was it, 304, 305 with that lighter arrow. That's pushing pretty good speed, I would say, with a 440 grain arrow. Not too much to complain about with that. Set up 30 inches, 70 pounds. Same setup on that phase 4 29. Let's grab that, shoot those same arrows, and see the speeds that is getting. All right, phase 4 29 is up next. First up is gonna be the 440 grain arrow. Again, this is 30 inches, 70 pounds. 301. So far that Elite Omnia is a little bit faster. Let's shoot the 480 grain arrow. .284, so very similar drop from those two. 500 grain arrow. 283. Okay, so that one stayed pretty consistent, and this is my 520 grain arrow at 275. So the heavier arrows, I mean, you're looking like a 3 to 4 foot a second difference between the two, so not a massive difference. I will say, just shooting the two, having that 32-inch axle bow is just way more stable feeling, and the grip is just more consistent. I feel like I'm just constantly fighting the Mathews, and I know I talk about it and I'm just beating a dead horse because y'all know how I feel about the Mathews grip. There's nothing wrong with the bow itself. It's just I recommend pulling the grip off, throwing some side plates on, or the Ultra View grip, whatever grip feels comfortable to you. I just think for me, I'm just so used to having a flat back, maybe a little bit more surface area too. And so that's probably the biggest difference. And so just shooting that there, I can tell that the Omnia is a lot more comfortable. Depending on if you have shot both of these or either one, comment down below if you liked the Elite or if you liked the Phase 4 as far as the grip goes. Because like, hear me out. Like, if you don't like the Mathews grip, comment, let me know, because I want to see how many people don't like it, or if I'm literally the only one. And if you agree with me that it has bad grip, like this video. If you like the Omnia, like this video. But I think today I would walk home with that Elite Omnia and get that bow. That would be my bow of choice out of these two, just out of the comfortability, and it is a little bit faster, so that is a nice thing. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Really appreciate the support. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate it. Here's a couple other videos for you guys to watch, and we will see you guys next time.